Hello, folks. I don't have anything in particular to share today. The metals are doing just fine, in my opinion. We'll take a quick look. Just wanted to let you know that hadn't forgotten about you. Still thinking about you, but metals are doing just fine. So here's silver in the daily time frame. It just keeps throwing another $3-4 on day after day. Next target, obviously, we got a round number in, 90. There's $90, round numbers. Human beings, it's kind of a psychological thing. And in particular, in a vehicle like silver, which is out in blue sky territory. There aren't any previous support resistance levels for silver to interact with, blue sky, open territory. And so, anyway, the round numbers become obvious targets for sellers or traders, for traders to interact with. Where do I set my sell orders for taking profits? Where do I set my buy orders for new entries, etc.? And so anyway, the round numbers tend to come into play. $90 is the next round number in silver. Gold's shooting at 5,000. I haven't done it yet. We'll do it right now. I've been wanting to draw this what's the next median line give us as a target. If we thought about, let's go I want an ellipse. If we go look at, so there's that target somewhere in there, and then maybe, maybe we look at, there's another target, which is really, that might get us into the 49. If we get up into that territory, price will poke up into the next big round number, which would be 4,900. And so I would suggest, just at a big, quick glance at these charts, we're looking at, 4,900 in, pardon my French, that's February of 26. And so, before spring is done, I suspect we'll be looking at 4,900, and, realistically, my bias kicking in, and I always have to acknowledge I'm a horrible silver and gold bull. I have a terrible bias towards the precious metals, but given my bias, I believe that gold is targeting $5,000 quite likely in the spring 2026 timeframe. And then silver, as I said, $90 is the next round number. Let's keep looking here. This is, as I have stated before, in my opinion, this is the most relevant chart in silver right now. It is a log chart, and I want to make that clear. Log chart, silver in the monthly time frame, in my opinion, silver is targeting 150 to 200. My guess is, 170, 180, somewhere in there. Currently, clearly we can see that price is interacting with this finer, smaller diameter dots. This minor, if we want to talk about, this is a major resistance level. This is a minor resistance level. It's also a support level, but anyway, clearly price is interacting with this minor support resistance level right now. My expectation is that it will, it's got some work to do. It's done some good work in silver, has done some good work in the last couple of days. Still got a lot of work, or not a lot, I wouldn't say. Still got a little bit of work to do probably before heading significantly higher towards this next price target. But I have no doubt that it would do so. As I said in one of my recent videos, if silver is the tractor doing the tractor pull, silver's not done pulling yet. A full pull if you're familiar with tractor pulling. The full pull in silver at this point is the 170, 180 price target. But, what the heck do I know? And then let's take a quick look at the mining stocks. Obviously, they're doing well. Folks, the mining stocks were quite profitable even before the latest run up in gold and silver prices. And so, they all had great reports. This latest quarterly earnings report, the next reporting season will be even better, because the price, because of this. So last quarter, they're reporting on, their profits based on, well, not even $70 silver, probably, more like $40 silver. In the coming quarter, the mining companies are going to be reporting on profits that are based on $50 silver, $70 silver, $44,000 gold. I mean, anyway, the profits in the mining stocks are going to continue climbing. Investors will will react to those higher numbers, but we don't have to wait for the quarterly reports to understand what's going on right now. Metals are headed higher, and the mining stocks, reasonable to assume that the mining stocks are going to head higher along with the metals. And so anyway, I've shown this before. This is my just quick dashboard. What the heck are the mining stocks up to today? And we can see, Wheaton, really 3 big days. And, all 3 of those are dojis. All 3 of those are doji candlesticks. Dojis are indications of elevated energy. So 3 days in a row of doji candlesticks. And then I would also point out, not only do we have 3 dojis, these are gaps. Notice how each of these, there's a gap to the open, there's a gap to the open, there's a gap to the open. And so not only doji price bars, but runaway gaps. We could talk about this price action in WIPM, Wheaton Precious Metals, WPM, on the NYSE. We could talk about this price action being runaway, which, it's just all of this is indications of elevated energy. The mining stocks are, basically at this point, they're playing catch up. The mining stocks are behind the current price of the metals. And so anyway, the mining stocks are playing catch up. This again, Brian stating his opinion, what the hell does he know? But again, in my opinion, mining stocks playing catch up with the current price of the metals. That's high energy price action, folks. Again, here's Hecla, big gap, and really if we back up to, let's go to here, and we could even back up to there. So big doji, bull hammer, we could talk about that being a bull hammer in Japanese candlestick terms. A little bit of a pullback. Then we get gap, big gap. We didn't get a gap there. Actually got a little bit of a pullback. And so, but anyway, Hecla's had a big run. So not concerned about Hecla. And again, demonstrating high energy, elevated energy. G-Roy, again, big gap. That was another gap, gap on the open this morning. USAS, America's Gold and Silver, we got a pullback. So USAS, this kind of action, it's noisy. It's noisy, but it doesn't really surprise me. USAS is kind of, getting its feet under its body, and establishing itself as a mining company. And so anyway, this volatility doesn't concern me. Clearly a breakout day before yesterday, and now kind of a retest of the breakout level, digesting these big changes in price. Heck, that's a 20%. Between the $5 price when we last looked at this chart, now we're at 6. That 20% price change. Yeah, and so anyway, mining stocks are doing just fine. I just wanted to touch in with you folks, let you know that, in my opinion, metals are doing just fine, mining stocks doing just fine, nothing to be concerned about, and I will talk to you soon.